G'day guys, Ashley here from Website Strategies and ashleybryan.com.au. I've had a question from a client who pointed out an error message in Google Search Console that relates to canonical, user declared canonicals and Google selected canonicals. So what happened here is, and I'll blurt it out, I'll make this disappear, but they have they've relaunched their website. They've set a 301 redirect from an old URL to the corresponding new URL. And what Google is saying here is that the Google selected canonical is the old one, the old URL from the old website that has been 301 redirected. And the question is, why is that happening? Shouldn't the canonical be the current URL of the live site? And yes, it should. So I've checked, and what you need to do is check a couple of key things. One is the 301 redirect from the old URL to the new one set up okay, so that Google can follow that and understand that the old URL is no longer required. On the new page, is the canonical set correctly? Is it self-referencing? In other words, is the canonical set to the current new page? And then check the sitemaps. Check your sitemaps to make sure that the sitemap is referencing the new URL and not the old one. Now, if you've got all three of those things in place, as this client does, then what is happening? In this case, it was quite simple. The old URL is still indexed and the new one is not. Therefore, we need to wait here until the new URL becomes indexed by Google. You can speed that up a little bit by using the request index button here and click that and have Google go to that new URL and re-index it. And you can also speed things up a little bit by making sure, or you want to do this anyway, make sure that your internal linkage is correct and current for the new URL and not the old one. And if you have no internal linkage to that page, then add some in. Go to your blog and link back to this new page if you can, and what have you. Apart from that, you can go off to your social media and mention this new URL and put the link in, the URL into there, into your Facebook, whatever. Talk about the service or the page or whatever. Link it back to your page so that that can help it get indexed, as well as building any other links to that new page that you can. Of course, by the way, when you relaunch your website, and URLs change, ideally you should go and find all the links to that old page, that old URL, and ideally change them to the new URL. Yes, the 301 redirect will basically do the same thing, but nothing beats going to the actual source without the redirect if you can. So have a look at and see if there's any instances of a link to the old URL that you can easily change to the new one. And try all those things, as I say, first port of call, hit the request indexing and see if that helps. Check a few days later, see if your new page is indexed, and then see if this error message where it talks about Google selected canonical being the old URL, see if that changes and comes right. Okay, try that. Thanks a lot. Bye.